Today I'm putting to the test two of the high-powered blenders out on the market at the moment. The Vitamix Professional Series 750 and the Boss by Sage by Heston Blumenthal. I'm going to be doing some tests. I'm going to be testing the cleaning facility of these and blending with these. But first of all, I'd just like to tell you a few facts about them. They both come with these really nice books. They give you lots and lots of recipes. This is the one by the Boss, and this is the one that comes with the Vitamix, very heavy, chunky one. The only difference between the books is this contains over 200 recipes in the Vitamix book, and although the Boss one comes with lots of recipes, it also comes with a lot of scientific facts as well, so you can learn about why there's more bubbles in the smoothies, and you know how it gets cool and hot and things like that. So it's quite a nice read, and they're both attractive books. Anyway, the main differences with the Vitamix and the Boss is the Boss is a stainless steel base and the Vitamix is a brushed steel stainless steel base. So they do look very different. This one's a lot taller where this one's wider, and you know, obviously with the colour difference there, they do differ in style. With regards to motor, the Boss has got 3 horsepower motor, whereas Vitamix are 2.2, which is said to be one of the quieter blenders on the market, where the main point with the Boss one is it has a green smoothie button, which is the first blender to have the green smoothie button on the market. So if that's something you're into, blending with your greens and things like that, this one actually has that function. When it comes to design, this one's a dial, whereas this one's an LED screen on the top with touch buttons there. So that's the kind of the main things. The jugs and everything, they made it of different things, but this one's a BPA free one if that's a concern of yours. And price point, the Vitamix is at £650, whereas the Boss is £499. They both come with at least a 7-year warranty, and so they do differ slightly, but the main point is going to be when we test the products out. Today we are testing out two of the Pro blenders out on the market, two of the best ones. So we've got the Vitamix and we've got the Sage by Heston Blumenthal. So we'll be making a Nutella milkshake. So it's a quick and easy recipe. We've got the same ingredients in both machines, and we're going to be testing for noise, speed, taste, and how easy they are to clean afterwards. So first of all, we're going to be doing the Sage. So we're going to start this on hopefully the lowest speed. So we just press on with the touch button, and then you add the amount of seconds you'd like to blend for, and you can see it all on the dial there on the screen. So we're putting it for 20 seconds and we're ready to go, and then we just turn for the different variations of speed there. So we're not even halfway there, so we'll just see how noisy it can get. And trust me, this is safe, even though it sounds And as you can see, that was extremely noisy, and that went into mill blend, so obviously that'll mill flour and things like that. So really you don't need it for a Nutella milkshake, but we just want to show you how what high speeds and what noise it could do. Right, so next we're going to try the Vitamix. So there's no screen on this, it's just an easy dial. So we're going to start off on a slow one. So this is on number 1. So as you can see, it goes 1 to 10. So we'll just gradually get faster. go back down to one. It does feel quite scary when you're doing it, but the lids on both these machines are very safe and secure, so they're not going to come off. Right, next we're going to pour the drinks out, and we're going to have a look at the consistency of these. So if we get our milkshake containers. And from looking, that one is a little bit fluffier than this one. I'll show it there. There's not much difference, but it's got a few more fluffy bubbles in there. Apart from that, visually they do look pretty similar. Our next test is the self-cleaning mode. On the Vitamix, you just turn the dial right to the bottom to the little bubbles there, and on the Sage there's actually a button there that says self-clean or auto-clean. Now what you're doing, we've done the same with both these, added a little tiny drop of washing up liquid and then fill them to approximately halfway with just normal tap water, and then you just turn them on to clean. So we'll do these at the same time to show you how well they clean. So as you can see, they took exactly the same time both to clean. This one was a little bit noisier. They was both noisy, but this one in particular made some noises during it. So we're going to empty them now and see which passes a clean test. Right, now we've done the clean test. So after a minute with some soapy water in, generally it's cleaned quite well because Nutella's quite a sticky substance, so it's removed most of the Nutella apart from here and here. There's a few marks, and it isn't as squeaky clean in general as I'd have liked. So I'll put that back on there. The lid, it's not really cleaned the lid properly. There's still obviously milk and Nutella in there, but there's no ground in dirt, just sort of ones that'd easily rinse away. So that's the Vitamix. Onto the Sage. Now on first glance of the Sage, I can already tell that this looks squeaky clean and something that I'd like to make food in. There's no markings at all of Nutella around this, and it really is, there's no mess or grime or anything in there. So it is as squeaky clean as that one looks. Now we'll have a look at the lid. And just as a Vitamix, it's got a milky residue left in there, milk and water, a little bit of chocolate, so that would easily like wipe away. So pretty much the lids are pretty much the same. But on the cleaning test, definitely the Sage has come up trumps there. After testing both the machines thoroughly, I've now come to the conclusion of which one I would purchase. Now, if we was just going on appearances alone, I actually prefer the look of the Vitamix. The brush steel would go better in my kitchen, and it also fits really well under the kitchen counters because it's a little bit shorter. With regards to the performance of both of them, they both matched really well, quite equal to be honest. The way they did the smoothies, the way they chopped the vegetables, there was on par. The one thing that the Boss by Sage by Heston Blumenthal did, perform better in was the cleaning mode, which the auto clean on this one, it was spotless. It was spotless, as you can see in the video, whereas the Vitamix did leave traces, which that would be a big thing for me because I don't want to have time to wash them again and again. So that one, did perform better on that. So if it came down to which one I'd choose as a whole, well, seeing as they both work very similar and they both give really good results. It would have to be down to purely the price point and the cleaning facility that I would choose the Boss by Sage by Heston Blumenthal, because it's £150 cheaper than the Vitamix, and it also cleans a lot better. But it's obviously down to you. If you're looking to get a high power blender and you prefer the look of the Vitamix, then you know you're going to get great results from both of them. But for me, if I was to go out now and buy a blender, then the Boss would be the one that I'd choose.